Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 371 based on novel. So let's start. Wang Lin's return didn't cause any commotion. The great competition was occurring in the rank 8 region, so no one knew of his existence. After all, he was almost unknown in the Cloud Sea. Even without the festival in the rank 8 region, no one would have known Wang Lin had returned. No one knew that his fame in the Cloud Sea was about to begin. After withdrawing his gaze, Wang Lin sat down. This wild continent was really out of the way, so very few people would come here. Wang Lin guessed that due to the competition at the main sect starting, even fewer people would be coming. While pondering, Wang Lin recalled everything that had happened in the seven-colored realm and felt regretful. 7 people went and only I returned. When I went, I was only at the early stage of Nirvana Cleanser, and now, although Wang Lin looked exhausted, his eyes shined and he muttered, "I'm half a step into the Nirvana Shatterer stage." Everything Wang Lin had experienced in the seven-colored realm appeared one by one in his mind. Shan Xingye's skeleton, Sima Mo's cave, the Vermilion Bird's third awakening, absorbing the lighting from the outer realm, the lost ones, the enlightened ones, the Tao scripture that he didn't know if it was real or fake. He almost found the All-Seer's secret, he saw the imitation heaven-defying beads, and he learned of the existence of the defying ones. He had battled Master Ashen Pine and was hit by the seven-colored nail. He had battled the white-haired old man and devoured the Tao fruit. The heaven-defying bead had activated and seriously injured the flower's caretaker. Most importantly, his cultivation level had increased and the mosquito beast had gone through a metamorphosis. He had obtained the time restriction and also the 2 swords that were stabbed into the mysterious deer remains. All of this made Wang Lin excited. 100 years had passed by quickly, and the difference this period of time made was like heaven and earth. Things often change, and there are always gains and losses. In the battle against Master Ashen Pine, the iron sword that accompanied me for many years collapsed. In the battle against the Blue Dream Tao Master, the crystal sword collapsed, the battle axe collapsed, and even my ancient god furnace collapsed. Most importantly, my still fuzzy 6th star shattered. Wang Lin let out a sigh and muttered, "Fortunately, the star made of lore is still there. Although the fuzzy 6th star collapsed, as long as my body goes through the second trial, it can be restored, or if there are some other opportunity. After all, I have already reached that level before, and recovering will be a lot easier than climbing up." Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he carefully measured what he had gained and lost. He clearly knew that compared to what he lost, his gains in the trip to the seven-colored realm were far greater. His right hand waved at the void and his storage space opened. 2 dying origin souls flew out. These 2 origin souls were the 2 outer realm people with the lightning and fire tattoos. Wang Lin didn't kill their origin souls but collected them. He pressed his hand down on their origin souls and searched their memories by force. The 2 origin souls trembled and let out miserable screams. They gradually weakened until they exploded into origin energy, which was absorbed by Wang Lin to help him recover. Inside the seven-colored realm, Wang Lin had already searched the memories of the youth from the slave clan. Now that he had searched their memories as well, his understanding of the outer realm increased. His eyes lit up and he muttered, "The ancient star system, the 5 high ancient masters." While pondering, Wang Lin took out a large amount of healing pills and devoured them while his hands formed a seal before closing his eyes. Although he was healing, his divine sense was spread out. If there was a hint of trouble, he would immediately awaken. As Wang Lin healed, the origin energy of the world gradually gathered and was absorbed by him. Time slowly passed. After 3 days, Wang Lin opened his eyes. His gaze was like a lightning bolt that could pierce through the fog before him. He stood up. Although the injuries to his body had not fully healed, they wouldn't affect him in a fight, they only needed some time to heal. However, the injuries to his origin soul were very serious, and it would be difficult to recover in a short period of time. Wang Lin pondered a bit. He still felt pain in his origin soul. Even thinking about the palm from the Blue Dream Tao Master now, he was still shocked. This is the strength of the 3rd step, Wang Lin's eyes lit up. Sooner or later, I'll reach that step as well. Wang Lin looked at the bracelet on his wrist and let out a sigh. He took it off and put it inside his storage space. He waved his right hand and 3 origin souls flew out from his storage space. The first origin soul was Chen Qianjun, but it was only half of it, and it was in a near-death state. It was blurry and looked like it would dissipate if the wind blew on it. Wang Lin had promised to take him out of the 7-colored realm. Although he was successful, Chen Qianjuan's body had collapsed and his origin soul could be destroyed at any moment. While pondering, Wang Lin's divine sense spread out and slowly entered Chen Qianjuan's blurry origin soul. Fellow cultivator Chen, we have left the 7-colored realm. Wang Lin's message echoed inside Chen Qianjuan's origin soul. Thank you, fellow cultivator. Please, help me one more time. Send me back to the Battle Beast sect. My teacher can save me. Chen Qianjuan's origin soul was too weak, and after sending out this message, his origin soul became even more blurry. Okay. Wang Lin agreed, then he waved his hand and put Chen Qianjuan's origin soul back inside his storage space. His gaze fell on the second origin soul. It was the old woman in green. Her eyes were closed at the moment, and although her origin soul was blurry, it showed no sign of collapse. She was far from Chen Qianjuan's state. There was also Wang Lin's seal on her origin soul. Wang Lin's right hand formed a seal and pointed at the old woman's origin soul. After the seal was released, she opened her eyes and looked around. She then silently looked at Wang Lin. Although her origin soul was not seriously injured, her cultivation method had been broken. Her cultivation level had fallen greatly and she was now only around the early stage of Nirvana Cleanser. Wang Lin also didn't speak as he coldly stared at the old woman's origin soul. The surroundings were completely silent, and this silence formed an invisible pressure that shrouded the old woman's origin soul. She revealed a bitter expression and whispered, "Fellow cultivator Lu, I'm willing to sacrifice my life and death restriction in exchange for my life. If you don't believe me, you can search my soul, but I ask fellow cultivator to let me leave alive. After all, there isn't any great grudge between us." She was sincere and in truth had no heart to look for Wang Lin for revenge. At first she thought she had completely seen through Wang Lin's strength, but she didn't expect him to survive the attack of a cultivator far above them. This point made her mind tremble and filled her with fear, so she only hoped to survive. The 7-colored realm was like a nightmare to her. Wang Lin looked at the old woman's origin soul, and after a long time, he placed his right hand on her head. His divine sense swept through her. She trembled as Wang Lin searched her memories and found the life and death restriction. A moment later, Wang Lin raised his right hand and a gust of wind pushed the old woman's origin soul off the wild continent and into the stars. It wasn't until she was tens of thousands of kilometers away that the wind dissipated. The old woman was even more in awe as she bowed toward Wang Lin's direction and left. The last origin soul was Master Cloud Soul. Since Wang Lin had accepted this person as a slave, he wouldn't treat him badly. However, now was not the time to help him heal. Wang Lin waved his sleeve and put Master Cloud Soul's origin soul back inside his storage space. Wang Lin pondered a bit before taking out an imitation heaven-defying bead from his storage space. He took out one of them and his divine sense went inside. Just as Wang Lin expected, once the bead left the 7-colored realm, it was useless. A pity, Wang Lin frowned and was about to put it away when a thought entered his mind. After thinking carefully for a bit, Wang Lin's divine sense went into the 18 Hell Celestial Sealing Stamp. He found the All-Seer's soul and fused with it. Wang Lin's aura changed, it was as if he had become the All-Seer. His eyes were calm and there was a hint of 7-colored light in them. Even his body gave off 7-colored light. He held the imitation heaven-defying bead in his hand and his mind entered it. The bead released a 7-colored glow and showed signs of activating. Wang Lin clearly felt that as long as he willed it, the sealed spell of the Defying One would appear. This discovery was a pleasant surprise for Wang Lin. He took a deep breath and dispersed his fusion with the All-Seer's soul. The light from the bead immediately disappeared and returned to normal. After putting away the jade, Wang Lin was confident. Even though he was seriously injured, these beads would give him a large amount of protection before he fully recovered. The most important thing now is to heal and go to the Wind Celestial Realm to obtain a mosquito beast herd. Then I will be able to move as I please in the Cloud Sea. As for the Origin Sect competition at the main sect, it will last for a few more months, so there is no rush to go. Right now I must go to the Wind Celestial Realm as soon as possible. Wang Lin made up his mind and shot off into the stars at a very fast speed. He had obtained a large amount of star maps from Penlai 100 years ago, and he had already memorized them. Now he moved like a meteor through the fog. This place was already at the border to the Rank 6 region. Wang Lin quickly flew through the fog and entered the Rank 6 region. He flew toward the depths according to the star map. He flew at full speed toward the Wind Celestial Realm within the Rank 8 region. Although his origin soul was injured, he didn't slow down at all. After he used the speed talismans, his speed was almost on par with First Heaven's Blight old monsters. Along the way, countless cultivators noticed him, and they were all shocked. None of them dared to stop him. What speed? Who is that person? In the Rank 6 region, a group of more than 10 cultivators were flying through and only felt the fog before them rumble violently. An aura suddenly passed them at an incredible speed. It wasn't until this figure was far away that the sonic boom caught up. This person had obviously exceeded the speed of sound. The expressions of these people changed greatly. They looked at each other and all saw the shock in each other's eyes. Even Teacher can't reach that kind of speed. If there is no treasure, then he has to be a peak Nirvana Shatterer or even a rare Heaven's Blight old monster. As Wang Lin flew at top speed, the fog before him split open as if being pierced by a sword. He flew through the fog in a flash. According to Wang Lin's understanding, the Rank 7 region had already been sealed to prevent outsiders from entering. There should be a defensive line around the Rank 7 region with cultivators forming a perimeter. This was completely different from the Rank 6 region. Wang Lin quickly flew through the Rank 6 region, piercing through the fog. As he flew, he passed by many floating continents. He was so fast that he caused large amounts of fog to churn. This caught the attention of all the old monsters in the Rank 6 region, but after seeing Wang Lin's speed, they were all shocked. They immediately backed down and didn't dare to stop Wang Lin. They allowed him to pass through the area. In the cultivation world, cultivation level was everything, and the strong would be respected. At this moment, Wang Lin's speed was sufficient proof of his strength. His speed was too fast for people to lock onto him, making it difficult to see his cultivation level. People would rather have less trouble than more, so they ignored him. If someone else dared to fly through the Rank 6 region like this without going around all the continents, they would definitely be blocked and would even have to worry about their life. Even with Wang Lin's speed, it would take a long time for him to go from the Rank 5 to Rank 8 region. If he had to go around all the various sects, it would delay him even more. Thus, he decided to be arrogant for once. No sect or continent was going to make him take a detour. There were no cultivators that dared to interrupt him, but some of the old monster followed him. Although they couldn't compare to Wang Lin's speed, they followed. They wanted to know why such a powerful cultivator had come to the Rank 6 region. After flying through the Rank 6 region for almost 10 days, Wang Lin had passed many continents and sects as he approached the border of the Rank 7 region. There were very few cultivators around here. Wang Lin looked at the Rank 7 region. There was a ghostly light that formed a giant formation that prevented cultivators from entering. Unless one had a token, ignoring whether or not they could even break through the formation, the cultivators of the Rank 7 sect placed here as guards would attack the moment they tried to enter. Wang Lin's expression was neutral. He naturally didn't have a token, but instead of slowing down, he flew even faster toward the formation protecting the Rank 7 region. Dozens of old monsters from the Rank 6 sects were following behind him. Although they couldn't keep up with Wang Lin, they could feel the fluctuations ahead. They felt strange when Wang Lin entered the border of the Rank 6 and 7 region, but soon they understood. This was obviously an old monster who wanted to return to his region. Although it was strange that he didn't use the transfer arrays the upper sects had set up, they didn't think too much about it. However, just as they were about to leave, they suddenly turned around and stared straight ahead. They all sensed that the person that had charged by their sex didn't slow down outside the formation around the rank 7 region and instead started moving even faster. These old monsters were all smart, so they realized that this person didn't have a token and had decided to break through. This discovery immediately made them excited, and such excitement was something they couldn't miss. It looks like I didn't follow him for all these days for nothing. I'll be able to see someone break through the formation. It had been a very long time since someone dared to provoke the might of the rank 7 region, much less break through this formation. Wang Lin's expression remained neutral as he flew faster and faster on his way to the formation. From a distance, you could see a meteor move at an unimaginable speed toward the formation. When the cultivators from the rank 7 sect closed in, they saw this, but at this moment, Wang Lin smashed into the formation. A thunderous rumble echoed across the stars, and the star fog was pushed back. The giant formation flashed violently and cracking sounds echoed. In an instant, there was a loud bang as countless cracks appeared on the formation and spread like crazy. In the blink of an eye, the formation looked like it was covered in cobwebs until it finally collapsed into countless fragments that scattered due to the force of the impact. Wang Lin's figure didn't pause for even a moment. After he broke through the formation, he charged through. He flew by those cultivators that were guarding the formation, and his momentum caused them to subconsciously retreat. They could only watch helplessly as Wang Lin left, and not one of them dared to even say a word. The old monsters from the rank 6 region were all startled. Although they were prepared when they actually saw it, they were still shocked. Looking at the faint light of the broken formation, these old monsters began to laugh. They were all powerful cultivators who didn't have much goodwill toward the rank 7 region, and they found this formation an eyesore. Now that someone had smashed it, they naturally laughed. However, at the same time, they became cautious and began guessing this person's identity. This person must be at the Heaven's Blight stage, or else there is no way he could have broken that formation so easily. This has nothing to do with me. Let's see how the rank 7 sects will deal with this. Interesting. That old monster must have an eccentric personality. Rather than using the transfer arrays, he decided to break the formation. He clearly doesn't consider the rank 7 region a threat at all. After entering the rank 7 region, Wang Lin started moving even faster. He just needed to cross the rank 7 region to enter the rank 8 region. The Wind Celestial Realm was there. However, there were far more powerful cultivators in the rank 7 region than the rank 6 region. After Wang Lin flew by a continent, 4 Nirvana Shatra divine senses rushed out immediately and formed a blockade to stop Wang Lin. Which cultivator trespassed on the land of my sect and just wants to leave like this? A divine sense message echoed from the 4 divine senses. Although Wang Lin's injuries hadn't fully healed, it would be impossible to stop him with just 4 Nirvana Shatra cultivators. His expression was neutral as he waved his hand while moving forward. A giant palm appeared. This palm was huge and looked like it could cover the entire continent. The moment it appeared, origin energy gathered like crazy and even the fog began to tremble and twist. A powerful might descended into the world. The palm print appeared and swept toward the 4 divine senses before Wang Lin. War Spirit Print. God Sect Cultivator. The 4 divine senses revealed looks of disbelief and retreated without hesitation. However, the palm was too fast and directly landed on the 4 divine senses. A thunderous rumble echoed and created a giant shockwave. Even the continent the sect was on trembled violently and was moved several thousand feet. This giant palm print rumbled as it flew forward and continued to absorb origin energy. It grew bigger and bigger, and the aura it gave off became more terrifying. Wang Lin followed after the palm print. With the palm opening the path, the fog began to scatter. All of this happened in a flash, fast beyond imagination. There were 4 pavilions on the 4 corners of the continent that was moved several thousand feet, and each had an elder sitting inside. They all coughed out blood and their eyes filled with shock and fear. They flew out and looked at where Wang Lin disappeared. They could still feel the rumble and gathering of origin energy in the distance. They were shocked by the war spirit print and terrified by the power of the person who used it. That person is strong enough to sweep through my rank 7 region. Luckily, we didn't provoke him too much or revealed killing intent. We just wanted him to stay to answer a few questions. He was able to injure us with just one palm, and he didn't even use full strength. The four of them looked at each other and breathed in a breath of cold air. They felt a burst of lingering fear. With the war spirit print opening the path, a thunderous rumble echoed. Endless amounts of origin energy was sucked in, making the palm even bigger. If it was 100 years ago, Wang Lin would have lost control, but right now he could still handle more. He flew behind the palm print as he swept through the stars. A shadow appeared before him. It was a wild continent. There was a thunderous rumble as the palm print directly landed on the continent. The continent rumbled and countless cracks appeared on it as the palm print pierced through. The continent was split into two. With this power, who in the rank 7 region would dare to resist? Everyone who saw the palm coming escaped quickly. Some were terrified because they calculated that their sects were in the way. They sent out cultivators to move their continent tens of thousands of kilometers away to make a path. Wang Lin spent almost 10 days with the war spirit print opening a path, and he gradually closed in on the rank 8 region. The war spirit print was very large. It had absorbed so much origin energy that the power inside could even make a Nirvana Shatterer cultivator tremble in fear. 3 days ago, the war spirit print reached the limit of Wang Lin's control, so he cut off its ability to absorb more origin energy. The fog along the way was all pushed aside as he closed in on the rank 8 region. On this day, the rank 8 region appeared in his vision. Almost 20 days of continuous travel had made Wang Lin very tired, but his eyes were bright. Although he was traveling, he was still adjusting his body and continuing to devour pills to help himself recover. There was no formation between the rank 7 and rank 8 regions, but there were a dense layer of fog. This fog was very dense and vast, and it completely surrounded the rank 8 region. There were many rank 10 beasts inside, and there were even rank 12 beasts in the depths. There were simply too many fierce beasts here and was considered a very dangerous area in the Cloud Sea. This place was called the Chaos Beast Fog Realm. The reason it was described as a realm was because of how big it was. If an ordinary cultivator went in alone, not even their bones would remain. Only those true old monsters could enter, and even they had to be cautious. However, the God sect had used some unknown method, so the fierce beasts inside would not leave this realm, they would just absorb origin energy in there. It was as if there was a boundary at the edge of this fog. There were 4 paths in the Chaos Beast Fog Realm, and only these 4 paths were safe. They were paths rank 8 sect disciples had to choose if they wished to leave the rank 8 region and not use a transfer array. Rumor had it that they were opened by the God sect countless years ago. They had used a special method to ensure the safety of the 4 paths so that those passing through wouldn't get attacked by fierce beasts. However, aside from the disciples of the rank 8 sects and those who obtained a guide jade, no one knew the paths. They could only charge into the Chaos Beast Fog Realm, and if they didn't die, they would have a chance of entering the rank 8 region. At this moment, in the 3rd path in the Chaos Beast Fog Realm, there were 4 cultivators rushing through. The one in front was an old man wearing a black and white Daoist robe with a head of silver-grey hair. Although he was old, his gaze was like lightning. The fog before him would often retreat under his gaze. This old man gave off a powerful Nirvana Shatterer aura, so he had obviously reached the peak of the Nirvana Shatterer stage. The law of the world gathered inside him as he moved. There were 3 people behind him, 2 men and 1 woman. They all looked young and were around the Nirvana Cleanser stage. Although the woman was also wearing a Daoist robe, it didn't cover up her voluptuous body, yet she had a very pure appearance. She gave off an extremely charming aura, and often just a move of her eyes would make the eyes of the 2 men beside her fill with desire. As they flew, the woman slowly said in a charming voice, "Teacher, where are you taking us?" The old man didn't speak and continued to fly until they arrived in the depths of the Chaos Beast Fog Realm. Only then did he stop and look back at the 3 of them. "You all are core disciples of my everlasting sect, but you've relied on pills to increase your cultivation levels and therefore don't have deep comprehension of the heavens, much less the law of the world. The best way to comprehend the heavens is in a life and death crisis. Today, teacher brought you here, where there are a lot of fierce beasts, so the three of you can go slowly comprehend." After the old man spoke, he waved his hand. He didn't even let them talk before throwing them into the fog. The old man silently pondered for a bit as he sat down and his divine sense spread out to observe his three disciples. Unless it was a real life and death moment, he wouldn't help them. In the rank 7 region, outside the Chaos Beast fog realm, the War Spirit Print rushed across the stars, and Wang Lin followed behind. He was already aware of the Chaos Beast fog realm on Penlai and was aware of a route. However, he wasn't sure about the information, and it was likely for him to get lost in the fog if he didn't know the exact direction. More importantly, the route he knew would require him to go around in a large circle, causing the time required to double. It also wasn't guaranteed, so in the end he gave up on this choice. He decided to take a straight path and break through by force. This would allow him to enter the rank 8 region in the shortest time possible. After making up his mind, Wang Lin didn't hesitate to close in on the Chaos Beast fog realm surrounding the rank 8 region, with the rumbling War Spirit Print opening a path. He was fast as a meteor as he crashed into the Chaos Beast fog realm. When the War Spirit Print got close to the dense fog, the fog quickly retreated as if it didn't dare to get close, letting the palm enter. However, this fog was very strange. Although it retreated, it didn't make a path like the fog Wang Lin had seen so far. The fog surrounded the War Spirit Print and seemed to be devouring it. The thunderous rumbles of the palm print caused the calm Chaos Beast fog realm to become chaotic, like a rock thrown into a calm lake. The ripples caused the beasts inside to roar. Wang Lin's expression remained unchanged and his speed didn't slow down at all as he followed the palm print. His divine sense spread out and surrounded the area. He detected a large amount of fierce beasts inside this fog. Just at this moment, a roar that pushed back the fog ahead echoed. It was a red centipede that was thousands of feet long, covered in hair, and looked extremely ferocious. It appeared in the fog and charged at Wang Lin. This centipede was rather ugly, and the two giant pincers on the sides of its jaw gave off a cold glint. Its large body moved like a fish as it rushed over. The moment the centipede appeared, the surrounding beasts within Wang Lin's divine sense stopped roaring and scattered. It was as if this centipede was the king of this area and its appearance would cause the other beasts to retreat. Wang Lin's eyes were calm. Thanks to his cultivation level, he immediately saw that this centipede was rank 11, which was equal to mid-stage Nirvana Shatterer cultivator. Wang Lin was surprised a beast at this level would dare to appear before the War Spirit Print. In an instant, the red centipede charged out from the fog and let out a loud hiss. This hiss was earth-shattering and echoed like rumbling thunder. This hiss caused the surrounding fog to churn even more violently. This centipede stared at the War Spirit Print and revealed a look of hatred. It let out roar as it released large amounts of red light that turned into a monstrous sea of fire. Then it charged at Wang Lin while covered in a sea of fire. Wang Lin didn't have time to pay attention to the centipede as the War Spirit Print moved forward, but the moment the centipede got close, the fire around it turned into a firestorm. The fire surrounded the War Spirit Print in an attempt to stop it from moving forward. However, the War Spirit Print had absorbed so much origin energy that it contained unimaginable power. When the fire got close, it was immediately pushed back. A large portion of it was extinguished when the War Spirit Print passed by. Wang Lin was behind the palm print, calmly moving forward. He moved extremely fast and didn't pause at all as he passed by the centipede. All of this happened in a flash. It was unimaginably fast. However, the centipede wouldn't give up. It roared and charged after Wang Lin. Fire surrounded its body as it stared at Wang Lin with deep hatred. It was as if it wouldn't give up until it tore Wang Lin apart. At this instant, several roars came from the fog in the distance. It was 6 more identical centipedes, all charging toward this location. Even farther away, a mighty roar that suppressed everything echoed. This roar revealed the might of a rank 12 beast. A hideous, blue centipede 10,000 feet long moved at an extreme speed toward Wang Lin. All the fog was being pushed aside, making the beast even faster. The moment this blue centipede roared, the old man in the Daoist robe in the third path not far away opened his eyes. He looked into the distance and revealed a look of shock. Rank 12 Fire Centipede. Although this beast lives in the fog, it rarely appears. What the hell happened to make it roar so angrily? Not good. My disciples are still inside the fog. If they encounter it, it will be difficult for them to escape death. The old man immediately charged into the fog. After Wang Lin heard the roar from the rank 12 beast, he frowned lightly. He naturally understood that these centipedes seemed to have intense hatred for the war spirit print, so he was dragged in as well. The fierce beast closest to me didn't care for its life to stall me, and the other beast arrived to delay me as well. All of this so the rank 12 beast could have enough time to arrive. This is interesting. There was a flash of coldness in Wang Lin's eyes. He didn't care what kind of hatred these centipedes had with the God sect, but if they provoked him, there was only death. Wang Lin's eyes lit up. He knew he had to kill the one behind him, or else it would continue to roar and give away his position. This roar was also very irritating for him. Since you're looking for death, then you can't blame me. Wang Lin suddenly turned around as he raised his right hand and pointed at the fierce beast chasins behind him. This video will end here.